Welcome to Glitter Buzz Style, and this video is my RA update video. I have received so many emails from a lot of new readers regarding my RA, and they have really enjoyed me sharing my symptoms and also, just giving them more detailed information about it. I know a lot of you ladies have found out that you have RA. Some have reached out just to talk about similar symptoms that I have, that they have, and also some people have had like their partners that were diagnosed with it. So I just want to give an update. I know I shared a Facebook video, a photo of me getting my 3-month checkup. So everything is okay. For the last 2 months I had a new symptoms, and it was based on muscle spasms, and I had an x-ray done of my neck, and I have little forms of RA in my neck right now. So I had to go for physical therapy, and I have completed that, and everything went well for that. But I started to have a lot of muscle spasms in my back, which is like the worst thing ever. If you don't have any back issues, I don't wish it on anyone. I've never had any issues with my back, and it's very annoying because I have this business and I am very on the go. Like, I need to move. So right now I am back on the prednisone because I don't know, with the methotrexate, I don't know if the methotrexate is causing the muscle spasms, because I've never had this before, and I took a break from methotrexate and then I'm fully back on it, and I don't know, I feel like it has to be that medication. But other than that, my strength is very good. So it's like I lose, one in one direction and I lose in the other direction. So I don't have another RA appointment, which I didn't let my doctor know. The reason why I didn't let my rheumatologist know was I didn't want to have to go through getting like x-rays done of my back. I'm like, oh God, I don't even want to let her know, because every time I come up with like a new symptom, it's like, oh, you have to go do this, you have to go do that. It's always something, and I just needed a break from hearing, here's another doctor's appointment. So I'm not due for another 6 weeks. So I'll let her know then, and I'll probably have to go for x-ray for my back. So hopefully I will be okay. But I'm back on prednisone. I started taking 10 milligrams. I'm only supposed to take as needed, and with the back spasm I had to take it. So I'm like, energetic, everything is going well. So I know someone had reached out regarding my early symptoms with RA. I had a lot of swelling in my foot, and I didn't really understand what that was. I was coming back from vacation, so I kind of thought it was from vacation, and it lasted for a good 3 months, and I finally went to the doctor, and they didn't know what it was. They wasn't sure if it was Lyme disease or, if I got something while I was away. But after a few blood work, they finally found that I had RA, but it did take a while because it was like, oh, you're too young, and I was 30 at that time. I think I was just turning 30, so it was like, oh, you're too young, and sure enough, I had RA. So, if you feel that you do have it, I would go and get a second opinion, because, if you go through one doctor, you may need to go through another doctor, because, the first one probably is not the best if they're saying something that's not sounding too right. So always go for a second or even a third opinion. And I was able to find a great rheumatologist who was really amazing, and she transferred to a hospital in California. So I have a new rheumatologist, which I do like. This is my third one. My second one was horrible. But this one is really a nice lady, and she really understands, me, and she asks me a lot of questions, and she doesn't force me to do things that I don't want to do as far as medication. So I'm on the methotrexate. I take it once a week still. I have not gone up on my methotrexate. It's only for, I want to give you the right information. It's for 2.5 milligrams once a week. I can't do more than that because it does make me very tired, so I take it at night, and I'm on my folic acid and the prednisone right now, which I'm gonna try to wean back off of it because I've been exercising like crazy to strengthen my back. And I also wanted to share, you know, if anyone is looking into physical therapy, it really helped me. They gave me a lot of techniques, and I just wanted to show you all a few techniques that they taught me that maybe you can do at home. If you have any type of back pains like the pinched nerve or the spasms, depending on how severe your situation is. So this was the beginning stages when I started having it. They told me to use like a tennis ball. You can use a golf ball or any kind of ball that you have in your house. I find the tennis ball is easier for me. You can get this at Walmart. It was only $2.19 for a stack of 3 here. And you just put this at the points of where the pressure is on your back, and you stand on up against the wall, and you put your back on it, and you just put the pressure of it so you can move from up and down or side to side, and you can do it for a good 10 minutes, really putting pressure where that ache is. And if you do this a few times in the day, it really loosens that muscle up, and it causes that pain to really stop. So this is a great technique to do. Also, I have a lot of issue with grip, and something that they were able to help me with that really worked were these therapy putties. You can get them also at Amazon. They're like clay putty, and it comes in, this is green, but it comes in a variety of colors based on the how difficult it is. So this one is I got them mixed up here. This one is red. So this one is medium to soft. So basically what you want to do is take it out, and you could, like, I have issues with grip, so for me, getting my fingers, you know, doing this exercise really gets the strength of pressing. And you can actually lay it on the table and kind of flatten it, you know, because I have pressure here from the RA, so you flatten it, you know, just to loosen up those joints. And then you can also, being that, you know, grip is an issue, you twist it so you're constantly moving, and then you can just do like that, stick it together, and do it again. So this comes in a variety of colors based on how difficult it is. So this one is red, which is the softest one, and then you have green, and it's the same technique. You use it for your grip, and it gets a little harder. So this one is a little harder to do. And you press on it. And I haven't done it in a little bit, so it's a little difficult. So, and again, you twist it for the grip, you know, just to strengthen. So this one's the hardest one, so it gets harder by the color. And I haven't practiced this for like over 2 weeks because I've been very busy, and I try to stick to my regimen. So you can like pull it stick it together and twist it. So I try to stick to a regimen. I try to keep this by my bedside because I can actually do it if I'm laying down, or you know, if I'm watching something. It's just really easy to keep this by the bedside. So you can get this at Amazon. They're called Therapy Putty. They come in different colors for different levels of strength. So if you have any issues with opening stuff or gripping, opening doors, opening lids, this definitely comes in handy. Throw it in your pan bag, ladies. Do not leave the container open because it will melt. So you keep it secure in this container just to keep its durability. Also, another technique that I did at physical therapy, you can get this at, actually I got this at a store called Five and Below. It's a popular store. If you don't have a Five and Below, I'm sure you can get this at your Walmart. So this is a strengthener for your wrist. So if anyone has wrist pain or difficulty with their wrist, this is to strengthen the muscle in your wrist. And this is a power ball for your wrist. So this is a new item that I just picked up. I have not used it yet, but I can just show you the basic routine that I learned at physical therapy with it. You could actually, if you don't have this store, you could always use a weight, and I'll show you how that looks as well. So basically, my issue with my wrist is right here. This is where the problem is. So if I could level my arm out, well, I can't do it right now because I don't have a table right here, but basically you want to have it leveled, and you just want to motion that up and down. You do that up and down, so you can do about 30 reps of those. And then what you want to do is sideways. You want to do it sideways. So you're kind of like moving the wrists, you know, this way. But you know, if you had a table, it would be easier to do it. I'm just like showing you. So you want to move it left and right and up and down. You don't want to do it that way. You just want to, that's all you're doing. So you do a lot of reps of that. If you can't find this in your store, I'm going to show you how you could do it with a weight. You want to use like a 5-pound weight, or anything under that is great, nothing above. Okay, so these are my weights. I use this, you know, it's not heavy for me, but you know, if you have arm issues or wrist issues that you can't lift, I have been into weights ever since my high school, so weights are natural to me to do, so it doesn't bother me. But you know, if you are a little weak, please start with weights that are not 5 pounds, just so you don't hurt yourself. So if this was my table, I would just basically move it up like that. That's all you want to do. You want to just really focus on the wrists, and not really, when you have it leveled on the table, you don't want to move this part. It's just focusing back and forth on the wrist, and then you do it sideways. So you do a few of these, 30 or however much you can do. Do it with however much you can do, whether it's 10 or 15. Just take breaks in between and then start again. So that's what I was taught at my physical therapy. And another great item that they gave me was this right here. So I don't know where you can get this from. They just gave it to me to take home, you know, during my sessions. So your fingers go into place and you just squeeze here. So don't mind me. For some reason my nails are breaking. I have no idea. I've never had this problem before. I'm not sure what's going on, but my nails are like breaking, and they're breaking like right in the middle where you don't want them to break because it like hurts. That's where they're breaking. I've had 5 nails in the last week just break. So I don't know if it's the weather or if something's going on. I'll find out the results of my blood work for the RA in about 5 weeks when I go back for my appointment. So I don't know what's going on, but anyway. So this, you put your fingers right here and you just squeeze. You know, that's what you do. So you make sure that it's in place and you squeeze. So you do a few of these techniques, and this is good too for if you have, you know, sometimes I will have weakness in my fingers in the morning, or stiffness. So if you have stiffness, this is a great little foam cruncher to use. You can check out Amazon too and see if they have this. And last but not least is something that really has helped me out, because I am like, I'm not into dairy as far as milk. I can do my my yogurts every once in a while, but I'm not a big fan of milk, so I have to make sure I get my vitamin D. And if, you know, bones are really important for people who have RA, that is something that we have to make sure we strengthen. So, you know, exercise, eating the right foods. Kale has been my #1 ingredient lately, so I've been eating lots and lots of kale, which is very good. And this is something that I definitely put in my my routine. And sure, so if you can at least have one, I would say 2 of these would be great. I only have 1 because sometimes I can't like drink it with the milk, but I get vanilla butter pecan. Is very sweet, but it's good. But this is really good because it gives you, you know, that healthy maintenance up with the bones, and it has a lot of nutrients in this. You get your protein, you get the just amount of calories, your vitamins, and your minerals. If you're trying to gain some weight, this definitely will help, which I need to. And it just is really healthy for you to take. When you have RA, my rheumatologist recommended this, so I always try to make sure I grab this in a value pack. You can get it at Walmart or even Target. So that is my RA update. Ladies, this is not beauty and fashion. I just wanted to make sure that I keep the education of RA on the focus, being that, you know, I'm into fashion, I'm into beauty, but I also have this disease that is very difficult and challenging, and I also want to be a person that talks about it and not talk about it, because I know there's a lot of people that have it, or they're discovering that they have it. And you know, I wish there was someone that I was able to talk to about it when I was first diagnosed. So I guess I could be that person for you. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to leave your comments directly on to the blog. I'll have the link underneath the description that will take you directly to the blog. I will not be answering any questions on YouTube. I only upload videos on YouTube. I don't answer any questions. Any questions you have can be directed on the blog with the direct link, and also you can email me. Okay, I'll have that information as well. It's just easier for me to reach out that way because I'm constantly, you know, on my blog or doing something related to my blog, or I'm constantly on my doing my emails, because it's connected to my phone, so it's easier for me to connect that way. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to reach out. Don't be nervous, don't be scared. I'm very nice and I respond quickly. So if you have any questions that you want to ask me, or have personal questions regarding RA, feel free to reach out and I'll do my best to kind of connect you to someone, or I could answer them for you. Okay, thank you, ladies, and please stay tuned for another video that's going to feature the beauty, which is Sinful Colors, their new spring nail collection with Kylie Jenner. Okay, so for more fashion and beauty buzz, you know where to find me. Always on my blog, Egg Glitter Buzz Style.